To attach the baskets to the bottom of the balloon, take a look at the bottom and notice the notches that are on the bottom piece. We're going to be putting one of our screw eyes into every other notch that's on the bottom of the balloon for a total of 5 screw eyes. So to put them in, place it against the foam and gently press into the foam as you're twisting, rather than just pushing the screw eye into the foam, because you do want the screws, the threads on the screw eye to have some catch so that it doesn't pull out. So there's one in the bottom of the balloon. Just repeat this process, skipping every other tab until you've made it all the way around the bottom of the balloon. Once you've got all the screw eyes on the large balloon, you can repeat the same process and put the screw eyes into the top of the basket. Instead of going on every other tab, for this you'll need to imagine a 5-pointed star and put one of your screw eyes where every point of the star would be, so that you have 5 equally spaced screw eyes. With all the screw eyes in the balloons and the basket, you're gonna cut a piece of cotton twine that's about 25 inches long, and we're gonna thread it through the embroidery needle. Pass it through one of the screw eyes on the basket, and we're going to just temporarily make a simple little knot that we can undo just to hold the basket on the string while we work. So now we're going to take the other end of our string and pass it through an eye hook on the bottom of the balloon. And now we're going to go back to the basket and working our way around in a circle for both the basket and the balloon. So I'm working around the balloon and the basket in the same direction. To complete the circle. Like that. If your balloon spins while you're working, you can just kind of hold it in place with one hand to make sure you're going into the right screw eye. And we're just going back and forth from balloon to basket. Until we've come all the way around to our first screw eye. So I'm going to untie that one. And bring both of my loose ends together and tie those into a knot. And before I tie off, I'm going to make sure that the distance from balloon to basket looks right. So I'm going to tie these just a couple of times to make a sturdy knot. And then I'll trim off the excess when I'm finished. Now your basket's attached to your balloon. When you're attaching the string on the large half balloon, place your eye hooks with 4 on the underside of the balloon. I've got 2 against the wall here, and then 2 right here where these tabs are. And then for the top of the basket, I've got 3 eye hooks that are placed in between the negative spaces of the ones on the top. And I just put them right where the ribs on the basket were to make it easy. So once those are all in place, you're ready to start stringing. I've tied one end of the string to the top left eye hook, and then I'm going to go down to the basket, and just like before, I'm alternating between the balloon and the basket. And what we end up with is this nice zigzag pattern in our string. And now I'm going to pass this through the last eye hook tie my string off. I'm gonna make sure everything is tight enough here to where I don't have any weird slack. So that looks pretty good. Now we'll just tie this off. Thank you. And then trim away any of the excess string. So now at this stage, all of our balloons are hung in the space. We have our baskets attached and all of the screws are patched and painted on our large balloon. So we get to move along to decorating. So next, y'all are gonna join Lauren and she's gonna show you how to add rope detail to your balloons.